Brad Garlinghouse is delivering some major bombs on Fox News. Watch the entire thing. I'll provide you with background information as we go. However, this is his first interview following consensus. Look into this. Now let's discuss whether that is where the first word on the street is. The Ether ETF is about to take off. It's alive as early as the following month, possibly in July. How do you feel? I believe you are correct. Furthermore, I believe it makes a significant difference in terms of expanding market access for those who desire it. The Bitcoin ETF, of course, launched in January and saw 10 billion. It took 2 months, I believe, to get to the same place. The gold ETF took over a year to reach its peak. Thus, there is still a great deal of interest in this area. Also, I believe the ETF will perform incredibly well. What do you believe is causing the SEC to change? When it comes to Bitcoin ETFs and the approval procedure, let's simply say that it's more practical. First of all, they've lost a number of cases in court, I believe. As a result, they had to be really coerced to cross the finish line in order to launch the Bitcoin ETF. And I believe they realized that the same thing was probably going to happen if they continued to be slow and argue about the ETH ETF. And to be honest, it irritates me that legal action is required in order to obtain those favorable results. These innovations should be funded by us investments. From the perspective of technological innovation and employment development, we need to welcome these. Regretfully, this SEC has been resisting at every turn. I think I've known you for 7 years now. You guys didn't have such a loud shout back then. Indeed. Now it seems as though you do. What about an ETF based on XRP? Just 1 week ago, you gave a speech at the Consensus 2024 conference. I have a fantastic video regarding Brad's attendance at Consensus. I have the entire video on tape. I should have the video up on my channel any day soon. It will release ahead of schedule. That update regarding the SEC, the Ripple stablecoin, and the prospects for XRP and Ripple was excellent. Thank you very lot as well. 27,000 subscriptions were attained. Without you, I couldn't accomplish any of this. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It has been an amazing trip, and I am so grateful that you have been a part of it. Not only for XRP, but also for Solana and Cardano and so forth, it is inevitable. Yes, however, the CC has attempted to disqualify you in court specifically for XRP. Yes, do you not believe that Gensler and company could just say no way on that one? I believe winning an argument with them is difficult. Can they really make life hard? They've caused many people's lives to become challenging. They were then defeated in court. I mentioned last week in Austin at the Consensus Conference that people desire more than just exposure to a single product. Thus, you may wish to expose yourself to silver if you are exposed to gold. Should you be exposed to several commodities? Therefore, it only makes logic to me. Exposure to a single-threaded asset is not what you want. Therefore, I believe that many also overlooked the fact that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset not too long before the SEC became involved. That was prior to the SEC somewhat demonizing ETH. Then they were unable to respond to the query, is ETH a security or not? And now the ETF has been approved. They are in conflict with one another. It's rather challenging to follow. We shouldn't presume that every member of our investor audience is aware of what XRP is. Ever been genuinely early? I'm referring to an early seed round opportunity. In the cryptocurrency space, you are up against every other venture capitalist. They are purchasing cryptocurrency for a lot less money than you are. VC firms profit from having purchased the token months in advance at a far lower price upon debut. We are providing people inside of Kryptonaires with these kinds of opportunities. We recently completed Twin Protocol Seed Round, a novel AI. Making a digital twin of yourself is possible. It will be completely insane. Additionally, we could perform up to $150,000. We managed to overcome the launch pads, and access to it is restricted to Kryptonaires members only. I'll run into you later. The token or coin that Ripple, an online platform for money transactions, uses is called XRP. Yes, that is billed correct. Payment is made in XRP. However, it's now something that individuals can purchase regardless of whether they utilize the Ripple blockchain or not. True. A digital asset akin to Bitcoin or Ethereum is called XRP. Every item has a unique set of qualities. Bitcoin has flourished as a result of truly becoming digital gold. The potential of smart contracts on ETH is generating a lot of excitement. On a per transaction basis, XRP is incredibly cheap and quick. Gas fees and the transaction costs of certain other tokens are discussed. As part of our technological stack, Ripple uses XRP to facilitate cross-border payment flows. And you charge the person transferring the funds, 0.0001 of XRP, which is equivalent to 51 cents at the moment. Here's my query though. SWIFT is currently the primary rival in that market. That is, of course, the Global Interbank Financial Transaction Society. That is the widely used worldwide one. They do not seem to charge much less. Yes, they do hold a dominant position. SWIFT has been around for 50 or 60 years, I believe. The most annoying thing about SWIFT for all of us users is that after 50 or 60 years, not much has changed. Its architecture implies that it is costly, slow, and, to be honest, prone to errors. According to some studies, over 6% of all SWIFT attempts to wire transaction result in problems that bounce back and require days to resolve. How about all of you? For us, however, an XRP transaction and payment flow occur in real time, both instantaneous and cross-border. And because many of our clients are financial institutions, the most significant feature for them is that they are exempt from the requirement to pre-fund accounts. Additionally, SWIFT operates by pre-funding. You own latent capital that is stored in other banks across the globe via our payments network, RippleNet and XRP. Pre-funding is not required. Looking at this unexpectedly vibrant cryptocurrency, at least in the last week or two, we can see that Bitcoin has risen back above $70,000. Some are drawing a comparison between that and the Roaring Cat's recent reappearance in the public eye, where he reactivated his Reddit account and claimed to own $115 million worth of shares in GameStop. Do you perceive a link between his abrupt rise to fame and the recent surge in cryptocurrency prices akin to the meme stock market of 2021 when many were also investing in cryptocurrencies? Yes, I believe that the political landscape is the main source of this momentum. Furthermore, the US economy continues to be the largest in the world, despite its somewhat archaic attitude towards cryptocurrency. Nations like Switzerland, Japan, Singapore, and the UK are well ahead. We truly lag behind the rest of the world, in my opinion. In numerous of the cities, Ripple maintains offices. Yes, we do. We have 14 offices globally. Therefore, in my opinion, the main factor accelerating the momentum at the moment is the realization, you mentioned this already, that the cryptocurrency and Ripple brands are becoming more and more well-known in American discourse. I believe you're noticing changes. Of course, some of that is cash. You have contributed a total of $50 million to Fair Shake, the advocacy group where Bitcoin enthusiasts are essentially lining the coffers over the course of the last 2 years. Suddenly, Donald Trump declares himself the president of cryptocurrency. Joe Biden has been voicing his opinion that rules should be relaxed a little bit. All of a sudden, you guys can speak. In a way, you're the kitten that roared. Yes, I believe it has a little to do with. It is her pleasure to include Roaring Kitty in this. Indeed, it was wonderful to see Roaring Kitty return. The majority of us were at home due to COVID, which is why things were so crazy back in 2021. And because so much money was printed and distributed to common people in 2020 and 2021, we all had a lot of additional spending money. It is my belief that we are now in a bull market. Although we have been trading sideways for some time, we are about to enter an amazing market that might be worth $10 or $12 trillion. Up until the middle of 2025, if not into the last months of that year, the market ought to be excellent. However, it is imperative that you have a plan. When the bull market stops, what will you do with all of this cryptocurrency? In order to get out, you should have a plan. Here at Crypton Airs, we discuss things like this all the time. That's the community with which I share my whole alpha. Let's fucking go is a 150x meme coin that I recently shared. At 200,000 market cap 2 months ago, I made a call. I also completed it in a live free Sensi chat. It's market